Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss chapter 5 of history, which is about crafts, industries and colonialism. Dear students, in the previous chapters we have studied about how the British they came to India as traders and gradually established their political stronghold to become the rulers of India. They defeated the local chiefs and rulers, annexed their territories on one pretext or the other, and established the rule of company over India. In this chapter, we shall study about the effects of colonialism on Indian crafts and industries, with special reference to textile and iron steel. India's economy prior to the colonial rule. India had an independent economy before the advent of the British rule. The major source of income was agriculture. However, India was known for its handicraft industries in the cotton and silk textiles, metal and precious stone works. These products enjoyed worldwide reputation. Before the advent of the British in the 18th century, the Indian villages functioned as self-sufficient units. A unique feature of the village economy was the union of agriculture and handicrafts industry. Apart from farmers and peasants, there were other artisans like weavers, carpenters, potters, the goldsmith, who together made the village a self-sufficient economy. The artisans produced various kinds of cloth. The urban economy, on the other hand, was highly developed and attracted worldwide markets. Indian cloth, particularly silk and cotton, and Indian crafts were known for their excellent quality and craftsmanship. The main centers of cotton cloth were Dhaka, Ahmedabad, and Masulipatam. Silk fabrics flourished in Lahore, Agra, and Murshidabad. The internal and external trade paved way for the development of banking system in North India. Jagat Seth and Nagar Seth, and in the South India, Chettis encouraged trade and commerce with a highly developed banking system. This is few lines which are said by John Sullivan, President of Board of Revenue Madras. He said, "Our system acts very much like a sponge, drawing up all the good things from the banks of the Ganges and squeezing them down on the banks of the Thames." The main varieties of Indian cloth popular in the European markets and in countries of Southeast Asia, West and Central Asia, they were muslin. The cloth derived its name from the place Mosul, where the Arab merchants sold fine quality Indian cloth, cotton cloth, chintz. The word chintz is derived from the Hindi word cheet, which means a cloth with colorful flowery design. This is a plain white unbleached cotton fabric. Patola. Patola had traditional floral and animal prints, mostly in block. Bandhana. A bright colored printed scarf for head and neck. Jamdani. A fine quality of muslin in which decorative designs are woven, mainly in grey and white colors. Dongris. It was the coarse variety of Indian calico. Gingham, a cotton fabric woven in stripes or checks. Seersucker, a thin, very light and thin fabric with striped patterns. The art of weaving. Cotton was first spun into yarn. This was called spinning and was done by women. The charkha and the takli were household spinning instruments. The thread was spun on the charkha and rolled on the takli. A charkha, when the spinning was over, the thread was woven into cloth by the weaver. Weaving it was mostly done by men. Now we will talk about the Indian weaver. For colored textiles, the thread was dyed by the dyer known as rangrez. For printed cloth, the cloth weavers needed the help of specialist block printers known as chippigers. Handloom industry provided livelihood for millions of Indians. So it was all about this module. I hope you will find it useful.